The sun shone brightly, casting a golden glow over the tranquil waters of Lake Victoria. Birds sang sweetly, their melodies weaving through the gentle breeze, creating a symphony of nature that welcomed the new day. Lake Victoria sparkled under the sun's embrace, a vast blue jewel set amidst the lush greenery. From an aerial view, the lake shimmered like a precious gem, its surface reflecting the clear sky above. It was a day like any other, yet it held a special kind of peace and serenity. The calm waters mirrored the stillness of the surroundings, creating a perfect picture of tranquility. Fishermen cast their nets with practiced ease, their boats bobbing gently on the water's surface. Each cast was a dance of skill and patience, a timeless tradition passed down through generations. Children played on the sandy shores, their laughter echoing across the water. They chased each other, built sandcastles, and splashed in the shallows, their joy infectious and pure. The air was warm, filled with the scent of blooming water lilies. Their delicate petals opened to the sun, adding splashes of color to the serene landscape. The gentle fragrance mingled with the fresh lake breeze, creating an atmosphere of pure bliss. It was a day for joy, a day for life. Families gathered for picnics, friends shared stories, and couples strolled hand in hand along the water's edge. The lake was alive with the sounds of happiness and the sights of simple pleasure. Every moment was a celebration of the beauty and tranquility that Lake Victoria offered, a reminder of the simple joys that nature provides. But today, the lake seemed calm, inviting. David pushed his boat out onto the water, eager to start the day's catch. Without warning, the sky turned a menacing grey. The wind, which moments before had been a gentle caress, became a raging beast. Waves, once playful ripples, rose up like angry giants. The peaceful lake transformed into a churning cauldron of fury. Tourists, the storm, as sudden and fierce as a wild animal, had caught everyone off guard. The storm subsided as quickly as it had arrived. The once ferocious winds and torrential rain had given way to an eerie calm, but the lake was far from peaceful. But the lake remained choppy, its surface a canvas of swirling eddies. David's boat was gone. Frantic searches began. The search parties, a mix of local fishermen and volunteers, were determined to find any trace of David or his boat. They knew every minute counted. Local fishermen. We combed the area where David had last been seen. We searched tirelessly, our eyes scanning every inch of the water and shoreline. The community had come together, united by the hope of finding David safe and sound. Our faces etched with worry, we called his name. Our voices lost in the vastness of the lake. The sound of our calls seemed to be swallowed by the vast expanse of water, making the search feel even more daunting. Each call was a plea for a miracle, but there was no answer, only the mournful cry of gulls. The gulls circled above, their cries echoing the despair that hung in the air. The searchers' hearts sank with each passing moment, but they refused to give up. They knew the lake's treacherous waters held many secrets, but they hoped David wouldn't be one of them. As the hours passed, a makeshift command center was set up on the shore. Volunteers coordinated efforts, mapping out areas that had been searched and planning the next steps. The community's resolve was unwavering, driven by the bond they shared with David. Divers prepared to enter the water, their faces set with determination. They knew the risks, but were willing to brave the depths in the hope of finding any clue. The water was cold and murky, making the search even more challenging. On the shore, David's family clung to hope, holding pictures of him, their eyes filled with tears. They prayed for his safe return, their hearts heavy with worry, but also with the strength of their love for him. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the lake, the search efforts continued. The fading light added a sense of urgency, but also a glimmer of hope. The community was determined to find David, no matter how long it took. That night, a candlelight vigil was held on the shore. People held hands, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the candles. They shared stories of David, their voices filled with love and hope. The vigil was a testament to the strength of the community and their unwavering belief that David would be found. As dawn broke, the calm waters of Lake Victoria reflected the first light of a new day. The search would continue, fueled by the hope and determination of everyone involved. The lake held its secrets, but the community's spirit was unbreakable.
Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The passage of time seemed relentless, indifferent to the pain and confusion that gripped the community. Each day brought with it a new layer of uncertainty, a fresh wave of speculation. The once vibrant town now felt like a shadow of its former self, haunted by the mystery that refused to be solved. The lake, once a source of life and livelihood, now held a dark secret. Its waters, which had once been a symbol of abundance and prosperity, now seemed to whisper tales of sorrow and loss. The fishermen who once sang songs of the lake's bounty now spoke in hushed tones, their eyes reflecting the fear that had taken root in their hearts. Theories about David's disappearance spread like wildfire. In every corner of the town, from the bustling market to the quiet church, people exchanged stories and speculations. Some believed he had simply run away, unable to cope with the pressures of life. Others were convinced that something far more sinister was at play, a dark force lurking beneath the surface of the lake. Some whispered of a monstrous fish, a creature of local legend, said to swallow men whole. This tale, passed down through generations, had always been dismissed as mere folklore. But now, with David's unexplained disappearance, it seemed to gain a new, terrifying credibility. The old fisherman would gather by the shore, recounting stories of the beast with a mix of fear and reverence. Others spoke of sudden, violent whirlpools, capable of sucking down anything caught in their grip. These whirlpools, they said, were unpredictable and deadly, appearing without warning and leaving no trace of their victims. The lake, once a place of joy and sustenance, had become a symbol of dread and uncertainty. The community, bound together by their shared fear, could only hope for answers that seemed increasingly out of reach.
The lake offered no answers, its depths holding their secrets close. Divers searched, their lamps cutting through the murky water. They found nothing. The lake had swallowed David whole, leaving behind only questions, fear, and a profound sense of loss.
Life by the lake continued, but it was forever changed. The laughter of children was now tinged with unease. Fishermen, once fearless, now cast wary glances over their shoulders. The lake, once a source of comfort, was now a reminder of the unseen dangers lurking beneath its surface.
Years have passed, but David's disappearance remains an unsolved mystery. The lake, beautiful and terrifying in equal measure, holds its secrets close. And the people of Lake Victoria live with the knowledge that some questions have no answers. Some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved.